Hi everyone. I have a new channel called You Know You Are From Yanceyville When You. This is my first video that I am recording uh, to put on this channel. My early years growing up in the country. My name is Paulina Jones. As you know, I grew up in a small town called Yanceyville in the wonderful state of North Carolina. Growing up with a large family was crowded and exciting. Never a dull moment. There were a total of 10 children born to my parents. We had enough for a baseball team, but instead we had a farm tending tobacco team. We also grew vegetables, raised cows, pigs, and chickens. It was old school, as you know. Plowing the field with a mule and cultivating the land with a hand plow. Planting the tobacco with a hand plant dropper, one slip at a time, and hoeing by hand when the tobacco was ready to be weeded. Um, Pulling the tobacco by hand, string it on tobacco sticks by hand with a homemade horse and string. My mother did the stringing and we did the handing of the leads. Uh, Hanging the tobacco in the barn on tiers. My brothers did the climbing. Curing the tobacco for days with the oil furnace until it was processed and ready to take to the market to sell. We grew vegetables to sell, string beans, butter peas, corn, black-eyed peas, squash, tomatoes, onions, and okra. My mother had this thing for selling shelled beans. So every time the beans were ready to pick, we would pick them and shell all of them before we went to bed. And when school time came along, we shelled all the beans before we went to bed, and we had to go to school the next day. Uh, we had to hit the streets in Danville, Virginia, going door to door, asking everyone that answered the door, would you like to buy this, and this? Um, this was my life in the early years until I was 16. I started pulling away from my family culture. I began pulling tobacco for money for someone other than my family to work my way through high school. I also worked one summer for a work program in an office at the old courthouse, which is known today. Um, I want to say to all of you, growing up was hard, but it made me the survivor that I am today. So I want to say I love you all and tune into my next video. Don't miss it. You will enjoy my stories.